So I think if you watch The Bear, it makes sense that there is such thing as a culinary producer.
Yes.
But maybe if you didn't watch The Bear, you wouldn't even know it was a job. I actually didn't know it was a job.
That makes 3 of us.
What is it? So what exactly is your day like when you're on set?
I think that's a fair question. But a culinary producer deals with kind of macro and micro issues of the show. So I work very closely with Christopher, who is the creator of The Bear, also my brother. And then, the writing team. And I kind of help inform some of the character development based on my own personal experience. And then every day on the show, I'm there. I do work hand in hand with my culinary team, and we do all of the food. We cook it. We don't have food stylists, so everything you see on the show, we run it like an actual restaurant, so we have a full team. But I'm also there to help sort of work with, the film department, set decoration, props, to make sure we are as accurate as possible. And I wear a lot of different hats. So wherever they need me, I go, but I definitely use the script to inform the direction of the food. And then I'm responsible to work with the cast to kind of bring those things to life. And as you see on the show, these actors are actually cooking. So we don't use hand doubles, like they're doing it.
There are such a thing as hand doubles in cooking.
Of course, yes.
All right. So, okay, first of all, it's like the food is, I don't want to say it because the actors on the show are incredible, but it's like the main actor. So how hard is it to do what you do?
It's actually, it's challenging, but it's very fun because I'm coming from the real restaurant world. I'm a chef.
Yeah.
I've been a chef here in Los Angeles for many years. I've been in the restaurant world forever. And I think bringing these things to life takes a lot of information of all the restaurants that I've been in, and then doing it on camera, and then having it not only look great, but time and temperature sensitive wise, we shoot very, very fast. So it really is a team effort to be like, this is the end dish, and getting everybody in the loop of how and when to shoot it. When it looks perfect.
You don't want things melting or mushing or right? Yeah.
So you have this background as a chef. You
Yes.
have a chef. You have background in culinary training.
Yes.
Maddie Matheson, of course, is an actual chef. Jeremy Allen White did go to
Yes.
a couple of weeks of culinary
Yeah,
school. I
Io
think.
did too. Yes, Io went. Liza went. They all spent time with me directly here in Los Angeles in my kitchen, my catering kitchen, where we trained to work on some specifics for the show that would be done on camera. As you see, Tina's character, she's filleting Bronzino in culinary school. And she's left-handed. So how we filmed that scene and how she had to practice that scene, it's like we have to actually apply these skills so that they read on camera. And it's been so helpful for their own journey to actually experience culinary school, working with chefs, staging in restaurants, and then actually doing it on camera really helps them get it right.
Go ahead.
What were they like in the beginning? Like, was it like?
I think everyone, well, I think there
was
was
a little crazy.
Io's she loves food. So I feel like Jeremy, Io, Lionel, Liza, they all have passion for food.
Okay.
So that helps. And they were eager to get it right.
I don't want you to diss on them.
Yes, they've come a long way.
It's a different skill.
Yes, they've come a long way, and I see the effort that they've put in each season. And remember, now we're going into our 5th season, so we practice before we go to film each year. So they're building their skills as we go.
So my wife worked in kitchens, so we would watch the show together, and she'd be like, "This is what it's actually like: the masking tape on labeling things, and we actually drank out of those to-go containers."
We call them delis.
Okay, that's what it's like. I worked at Taco Bell, so I have no idea what it's
important.
Like. But it's not like this at all. But I got to tell you, after watching a few episodes of the first season, I'm like, who wants to do this? The pressure is crazy. You're getting paid a fraction. It's like the pressure of being a brain surgeon without any of the pay.
Yeah.
And the hours are worse.
Yeah. I think that's a really good question. And I think what the show does kind of do a really good job at is show some of the difficulties and some of the wonderful things. There is so much camaraderie, chemistry, teamwork in kitchens that gets you coming back every day. I learn so much about who I am as an individual by the challenge of, running restaurants, line cooking. Not only do I develop my skills as an actual chef, but I think as a person, I've learned so much from every single person that I've been in a kitchen with. And that's from the porters to the dishwashers to the front of house host to, the head chef. There is always something to learn in kitchens. And it's fun. It's actually quite fun. It's stressful, yes. But there is a reason that people come back every day.
All right. So tell us something where something got burned or went wrong. Does that happen a lot?
On the show?
Yeah. Well, when you're like going through, because
yes.
timing is so important.
Of course. There's a lot of setting each other up for success. And I have to say, like, without my culinary team, we are very diligently working to make the best of everyone's time that is working alongside us. And there's a huge, incredible camera department that we're, being mindful of them holding these heavy cameras and, getting it right. So we practice a lot before we actually shoot. There is a lot of work on the pre-production side before we have cameras rolling. It's really important that we come and, like, bring our A game because we don't want things to burn. Of course, like, we have to redo dishes if ice cream melts or something like that. But we make sure we're prepared to set up everybody for success.
So it's like anything else in terms, like, you just
Absolutely.
make sure everybody's on their A game.
We
right?
treat it like service. We treat it like a dinner service.
Do you want to change your job?
Yeah, no. I don't think it's in my DNA.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I think you'd be surprised, though. I think some of my best cooks never cooked a day in their life.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's hope.
There's hope for everyone.
There's hope for us.
If you've got passion, I can teach you.